Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I'm really excited about this video because there is nobody in the world immune to knowing this information when purchasing a car. It doesn't matter if you're purchasing a car from a private individual. It doesn't matter if you're purchasing a car from a dealership or a buy here, pay here lot or anything like that. So this video is all about making sure that you get true and factual information so that way you can make a well-informed decision on making a car purchase. All of these cars behind me, even down to my 1995 Silverado, my Tesla, my Corvette, my daughter's blue car, my son's car that I helped him purchase back there, we all had to have one thing, and that is actual numbers of what we're purchasing the car for. Now, a lot of dealerships out there, especially when you are making payments on your car, they do not always show you all of the numbers to make a well-informed decision. You walk into the dealership and you are doing exactly what the dealership wants you to do, buy based off on payment. Now, a lot of things in this world, we're all subscription based, and the car business is getting very subscription based. A lot of times consumers, especially millennials, you need to pay attention to this really, really closely. We all sit there and we don't care about the end cost. We all care about what's it fit into our budget. I sell cars every single day, every single month to people who are making very bad decisions on making a car purchase. So I can't stop them. If they want to carry over $10,000, $11,000, $12,000 in negative equity, let them. I can't stop them. If I don't sell them a car, they're just going to move on to the next dealer, and that next dealer will sell them a car, and I don't make any money, and I don't feed my family. So I inform them of the right stuff they need to know, but I'll always sell them a car regardless of what the situation is. So I want to help and give you the information that you need to ask from a dealership, what to look for, and to know exactly what you're looking at when it comes to purchasing a car. So before you purchase a car, there's approximately 10 things you need to know before you sign anything as far as commitment to purchase the car, and most importantly, sign the last documents with the business manager, finance manager, whoever the case may be, the person that maybe takes your down payment, all that stuff. Before you sign anything with them, these are things that you need to know. Like I said, there's about 10 of them. So we're going to start off with the MSRP. You're going to typically find this from your car salesman, and you want to make sure that when you have documents that he has shown you all the information so that way he can get you to say yes to buying a car, that this matches up with the true and factual window sticker of the car that you either see on the car, which I recommend taking a picture of, or sitting there and having it with you before you come to the dealership. You can typically get window stickers on new cars offline. If you're looking at a used car, you want to make sure that you have the list price available to you. If you're looking at Car Gurus, TrueCar, Edmunds, anything like that, they're going to tell you if that list price is a good deal or a bad deal. And nowadays, you typically can't negotiate that price. It's pretty tough to do it because we have to sit there and put our best price out there. So at 2 o'clock in the morning, you call us or you text us and say, hey, listen, I'm interested to see if you have this car available or not. So MSRP list price is the very first thing. On a new car, you want to make sure that you understand the discount. You want to understand that you understand the dealer discount, not the rebates. You want to understand those broke out. You want discount and rebates broke out separately so that you understand what they are. So discount and rebates are very important to understand at that part. So now what you have is your gross selling price. This is the price that you pay before any types of taxes, trade-ins, stuff like that. So now that you have that out of the way, that you know exactly how much you're paying for the car, you want to find out what your trade is worth if you have a trade. If you have a trade, you want to make sure that we get what's called the ACV, the actual cash value of the trade. Now, the actual cash value is what the dealership will write a check for you for. There's actual cash value and there's allowance. We've done videos on this before. You want to make sure that when the dealership tells you your trade value, that, hey, listen, will you write me a check for this amount right here? I found a car that I like a little bit better at ABC dealership. I'm going to go over and buy that one, but I like your trade value better. Will you write me a check for that? If they say anything other than yes, this number is fake, made up, and they're virtually lying to you. So after we have those numbers there, we have what's called the difference price. This is the price that everybody usually asks, what would my difference be? This is all of those numbers subtracted up there. MSRP minus the discount minus the trade ACV is your difference price. So this is everything before taxes and fees and stuff like that. So that goes into our next thing. We want to know exactly what our taxes are, and we want to know what our state and local fees are. So this could be state, this could be local, this could be dealership. So everybody does these a little bit different. So we want to know what all those fees are, and those could be broke up into several different categories and several different lines on that information sheet. But what we want to know is exactly what those are. So at that point, we have our bottom line on the vehicle. So if you don't have a payoff on your trade, this is exactly what you're going to write a check for. If you're not putting any money down, exactly what you're financing, so on and so forth. But let's assume that you have a payoff on your trade. Most people who trade in cars do in fact have a payoff. So at this point, this is where your payoff is going to be factored in. So now at that point, we have our net price. This is all in. There should be no other costs, no other fees, no other dollar amounts. The dealership should not come back and say, oops, we forgot this. And if you write this down, and if you look down in the description below, there's going to be a little worksheet that you can download and get all this stuff. And you can write this down in a 10-step simple form based off the information that you have at your dealership. So all of that right there is extremely nice. Now, I'm going to show two things on the screen here. This right here, you never want to see from a dealership. If a dealership shows you this is called a foursquare. If a dealership shows you a foursquare, you in a nutshell say, hey, listen, I want to see this. You hand them my worksheet that I shared with you that you downloaded. This is what I want to see. I don't want to see anything other than this right here. And most importantly, if they won't do that, you say, thank you, I appreciate it. Appreciate your time. You get up and you walk out the dealership. You do not negotiate them with anymore. You go find a different dealership and so on and so forth because they are trying to scam you. There's 4 parts to a car deal. As you see on here, they have the vehicle price, they have the trade value, they have the money down, and they have the payment. Those are not to show you the 10 things. They want to show you this, they want to show you this, and that's all they want to show you on that. The payment and the down payment, we don't know how those things are figured. On a different video, I talk about Silverado pricing and what the payments are. You can go watch that one, but you can figure out your payments based off of that. This is what you want to see right here. This is an actual worksheet from my dealership, and it's showing everything down the line, just like I mentioned there. And most importantly, it shows the payments as well. Now you're going to see that $10 swing on payments. There's some federal red tape that we have inside the dealerships that do not allow us to quote actual payments until we submit it to the bank. It's a catch-22. We can't submit your credit to the bank until you decide that you want to buy the car and we know all the pertinent information. We know that you have a payoff. We know that you want to buy the car. We want to know your money down. That's the information we have to send over to the dealer or to the bank so that way the dealership can get an approval on your car loan. So this form here is really for informational purposes only, and that's why there's a $10 swing on it. Now, when you're figuring payments at home, understand that they may be a little bit different because the dealership may be conservative on stuff, but keep that in the back of your head that you figured your rebates or your payments at home, and keep that in the back of your head and usually bring that up with the finance manager, not the salesperson, because they can't answer rate questions until the finance manager submits your credit. So let me show you one more thing. All right, so here are some number scenarios that I want to show you. So do you remember what these are based off of what I just showed you? Probably not. That's okay. That's why there's that worksheet down in the description below that you can download, so that way you can fill these in. Now, this is going to assume that we do not have a trade. So this would be the list/selling price of the vehicle. This would be your trade deducted. So this would be your difference price. This right here would be your tax. Now, I want to warn you something on tax. You pay tax based off of where you are titling the vehicle, not based off of where you buy the vehicle. Now, if you live in Oklahoma and you're buying it from me, you're going to pay tax in Oklahoma. Now, the dealership may collect Oklahoma tax and send it to them on your behalf. That's completely normal. But you want to make sure that the dealership is collecting tax for the state you live in and the state that you're going to title the vehicle in. Illinois. I'm not sure when this is going to start happening, but Illinois, you are getting double dipped. If you live in Missouri, if you live in Indiana, if you live in Kentucky, you live in Michigan, and you buy Wisconsin, you buy in Illinois, you are going to pay Illinois tax, and then you go back and you're going to have to pay your state sales tax where you live. So be careful in Illinois. I don't know if there's any other states out there like that, but there are states out there that do double dip you on tax. So make sure you ask that question up front. So this is our difference price, as I just mentioned. These are all of your fees. With my case, with my dealership, this is the dealer fee. This is the Kentucky title fee and lien processing fee. And then the $16,277 is your net price. Again, you can get all of this information checked off and made on that worksheet down in the description below, so that way you can go in and understand what that is. I would say print off 3, 4, 5 of them. I made this into a PDF, so you can use it in a PDF viewer and kind of type in on your iPad or your phone or anything like that. So hopefully that stuff will help you be well informed and have better buying power when it comes to walking into the dealership and buying your car. All right, guys. Well, hey, I want to say thank you so much for watching. Again, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We want to get to 1 million. 1 million subscribers. I almost dropped my marker. I'm really good at flipping this pen up and down. I hit the ceiling that time. But I want to hit the 1 million subscribers. I want to do it as soon as I possibly can. I want to have a lot of fun on this channel. I want to bring you guys along with me. So as always, hit that subscribe button, turn your bell notification on. You leave a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, tell a friend about my channel, and I hope you have a great car buying experience. As always, thanks again for watching. Have a great day and drive safely.